Mars Perseverance rover on Sol 4388, the unimaginatively named dust removal tool, DRT, on the Curiosity rover has brushed dust off hundreds of rocks during its nearly 13 years on Mars. But for reasons still not entirely clear, it sometimes acts more like a drill. In this episode of All About Mars Space, we last left Curiosity exploring strange landforms that resemble giant spiderwebs. As I suggested in episode 4, reef patterns likely formed when mineral-rich water flowed through large-scale crisscrossing fractures. Over time, minerals precipitated within these small-scale veins, effectively armoring them. Subsequent erosion then left the fracture patterns standing in low relief. The material that originally filled the fractures became even slightly more resistant to erosion, perhaps due to secondary mineralization. Then the surrounding material would erode away more quickly, leaving the crisscrossing pattern behind. Curiosity has since moved on from that location, traveling roughly 300 meters and making several stops along the way. Upon arriving at a new site, the rover deployed its robotic arm the very next day, beginning with the dust removal tool, followed by the MALI camera for a close-up color view. Second spot was also brushed and imaged, then analyzed with the APXS instrument to determine its composition. The MALI image revealed whitish veins, probably the sulfate mineral gypsum, based on orbital remote sensing data. Interestingly, the image also showed a small hole at the center of the brushed area, partially straddling the vein. In episode 4, I shared a similar observation from another brushing operation. Back then, I suggested the hole might have been caused by the DRT center post being pushed too hard into the rock. But several viewers noted that some of the wire bristles were tangled and sticking out, especially evident in this current view of the DRT. The circular groove at the bottom of the hole is much more easily explained by tangled wire bristles than by a smooth center post. And to make this even clearer, the second brush spot at this location has a hole with an even more pronounced circular groove. Apparently, there's something unique about these rocks, their softness, brittleness, or grain size, that leads to the formation of not just holes, but also circular grooves. None of the previous 15 dusting operations produce such features, even on a veined rock that looks quite similar. It seems that it takes just the right kind of rock for this to happen, which remains something of a mystery. Also puzzling is why even on the right kind of rock, there's only ever one hole. I assume the elongated shape of the dusted patch comes from multiple placements of the DRT, which seems clear in these examples. So why does the hole always appear only at the center placement? Maybe some of you viewers out there have an answer to this little puzzle. Until then, the holes of Curiosity will remain a curiosity. Thanks for watching All About Mars Space. If you liked the video, don't forget to like, share, and comment. Subscribe for more amazing facts about Mars and space. See you soon.